Hello and welcome. So we come down to this last of this series that I've done on Metahuman Character Creator. The whole series is pretty basic. It doesn't get into the deep details, but it will get you started. So you've gotten to the point where you've created your character. I'm using a character I've created called Uncle Jim. This character, along with a lot of my characters I've created, is on fab.com if you want to check those out. So you get to this point where you're done with your character, everything looks good, and you've created a full rig, and now you've also added your textures. You want to make sure that you have, at least 2K textures, but I usually go with 8 if I'm gonna have something that I'm going to sell. I want the highest quality I can get. Now with this character, I've created the hair and I created the eyebrows. Those are not part of the default ones that you find over here. So now I'm done with my character. So how do I get this thing packaged up so that I can sell it on Fab? Well, it's all in the structure of the folders. Now, what I've done here is I've just started a new project, and it just contains this one folder, just to simplify things. The top level folder should be named editable characters, all one word, capital E, capital C. Okay. Under that is the name of the folder of your character. Now I use the prefix MHC for Metahuman Character, and then I put the name. That's just my way of doing it. Other people do it that way too. That's your top level. Underneath that, you have your Metahuman character right here, and you have, in this case, I have a secondary folder here, and inside this folder I have the hairdo and I have the bushy brows, okay, in separate folders. Now these don't have to be named anything. You can just name them whatever you want. If you want to just say brows and do or hairdo or whatever. These names are not as important. As long as when you've created your character, it takes the reference from this folder structure for these particular grooms. So at this level here, you're going to see that this folder here, and this character all have the exact same names. That is important, okay? Whether you include this folder or not, if you just have a character and that's it, you don't even have to have that folder. But if you decide you're going to add anything, hairdo, an outfit, or whatever else, textures are another thing that you might do, different textures, they have to go in that folder. So that's your structure of everything. Now there can be some problems here, and I've run into them. One in particular has to do with materials, and it would have to do with an outfit. We don't have an outfit here, but if we had an outfit always has materials with it. And sometimes those materials are referenced from the engine level. So they may be in here somewhere. It may be pulling materials out of here. And if you don't find them and include them into your folder, then you're going to get an error when you go to your Metahuman Manager. And so my advice is just to start a brand new project. And you don't have to do this for each character. You can have all your editable characters right in here. and just use it for the purpose of packaging things up. And just remember the folder structure so you don't get an error when you come to the Metahuman Manager, and then you're going to see your characters editable, and here's the character, and it will list all the assets that are within the structure. And then you just go to verify, and if you get this where it says package and assets have been verified with no messages. Now sometimes you'll see warnings. Warnings are okay, it'll still give you the option to package. But if you get an error, you won't see this option to package. It'll tell you what the errors are. You can click on the error and it will send you kind of to the reference of where that error is within the structure of your folder, like if it's located in, you know, in a groom or something like that. So just remember, you may run into errors, and I've found that most of them have to do with materials. So you have to learn that as you go, which I had to do. Now this is only a quick tutorial on how you can, once you package this up, of course, I'll just hit the package. It will give you an area where you can drop, you know, your Metahuman package, okay, is what it is, package file. Like in this case, if I go to Uncle Jim, you're going to see, you know, that I already have that. And I also had an outfit that I sent out with this too that I put in a separate package. But aside from that, the basic way to do it, and the thing you have to remember the most, is the folder structure and the fact that you're probably going to run into errors here and there if you're going to try to include an outfit. If you just have a straight character in this folder structure that says Uncle Jim, Uncle Jim, Uncle Jim, and all of those are the same, it doesn't matter what you have in there. You can have nothing in there. It could just be a folder in case. Or you don't even have to have that folder. It doesn't even need to be there. It can just be this under this structure. And you're going to have less headaches, because I did go through a few, just to be honest. So that ends this series of videos. I hope that you gained some knowledge on it. If you have any comments, if you want to ask me questions, just leave your comments below, and I would appreciate if you would like or subscribe. I will see you in the next one.